Welcome back to the wonderful Aurora Forex. Right, plans, future plans. Right, having a look at these places, there's a few places that we're interested in. Wolf, for instance, these two, we've already got a head start on Wolf. We've already decided that we want to try to terraform Wolf to be actually usable, not just with infrastructure. Wolf 2 here should be fairly easy as well. The fact that Wolf 1 won't take long because its temperature is not too bad. But its maximum population is only 33 million. This one will do a lot more, 476 million. That's a lot more. But it will take longer because obviously it's bigger. So Wolf is a target, and will be. Let's create a colony there as well. So that is a target. That's Wolf. On the back of Wolf, we are going to go to Bootis. Bootis is also another interesting one. It has got here two potential planets. One has got a very hot temperature, and the other one's a little bit cold. This one's quite big enough, but it's not too cold. I don't think it'll take much to turn this one into a decent place to live. But it has also got a gas giant there for fuel as well, which is very useful. Unfortunately, there's a bit of corundium. And other than that, it's a pretty barren planet, but it has got two unexplored jump points. So it's not just a corridor system, it's a split system. So it might be, it hasn't got bad places to come off there. Van Man Star is pretty barren. The only big disadvantage of this, if you look at Wolf, we start with Bootis. It's 6 billion kilometers away just to get to the next planet. 6 billion. So this system looks like it's great with the accessibility in terms of making an outpost here. The actual planet, the actual system itself is relatively barren apart from the fuel. Don't get me wrong, the fuel is very, very high quantity and very, very accessible. Very good. Very, very good indeed. Won't need very many fuel harvesters to be getting some fuel there. But it really depends on what comes off here. So that's a high priority to look into exploring these two places. This one here hasn't got anywhere that is going to be suitable to settle in. I mean, yeah, it's got some like planets with materials on it. It's, it's not brilliant, but it would be. But it's got nothing. It's got nowhere to really settle, and microscopy is a barren one as well. So Bootis is probably the priority if it's got some good mining prospects off it. I think is really what we're talking about here. But Wolf, building up that as a more of a hub. Again, it's on our central belt, which is going to be useful. Want to be able to get to a point where I can station a lot of stuff there. These guys here, Delta has potential. Where was it? With minerals, there you go. It has potential as much as anything on its sheer availability of lots of asteroids. I mean, some of these asteroids. This one here, look. This one is a pretty decent potential. But again, its colony cost for everything is huge. I mean, this asteroid isn't even low gravity. You can do 103 million people. It's pretty big. And it's got lots of stuff at really good availability. We've created a colony there, but there's nowhere to live as such there, which is difficult. We're still surveying it, so wait and see. We've got a lot. We haven't even got onto the gravitational stuff yet. Cassiopeia, again, completely barren. Ross is barren, and then we're into Groombridge. Epsilon Indy, again, difficult places to produce a colony at. Would take a lot of terraforming. So again, we are back to Wolf. Has got a couple of places there. Bootis we're interested in if it goes somewhere. Epsilon Houdini, yes, this one here, 853 million. Yep, I think the plan is to probably make this one a decent size colony. It's got a fuel on there, 5 million. 0.8, that's great. It's got a super Jovian as well. We could, if we need to, we can tap into that one. It's possibly even with that one only 5 million, and that one's 4 million. Be useful to have it as a spare. It hasn't got an awful lot else, to be honest with you. Big Galasite and stuff, but it's not too bad. We can work with it. We can work with it. It will be fine. I'm not sure where there was. Tidy it up there. We could certainly work with it. See what we find here. We could live there though. It wouldn't take an awful lot again to sort this one out. Minus 128. I think that's doable. I think we could do that. This one's got nothing. Barham. Draconis. Well, we had some battles here, didn't we? We had some battles. Lost a lot of people, but unfortunately, I mean, it's got Duranium, 53,000, bit of Sorium, Iridium, yeah, that's good amount of Iridium. These comments are good, don't get me wrong, and between them, they probably cover most bases. Obviously, nowhere to live in Draconis, so, but it would certainly be, we could go and mine it. That would be fine. This one's still having some surveys done. The trouble is, again, nowhere to live. Nowhere to live. It's got geranium. We can find. We can find some minerals and stuff here. No bother. But nowhere to live. Nowhere to live. So that's that sort of strand done. These are all, no good at all. Did we look at this one? Yeah, nowhere to live. But Epsilon Houdini, maybe once we've developed that a bit more. So Wolf, Epsilon Houdini, Bootis are your three that we're really looking for. Haven't really looked into Hydri yet. It's not finished. It's got nowhere to live. I think we are probably. It's got a bit of everything there, but we can hardly get to it. Why have I not got a colony cost? Tidal locked, yes, maximum population. Then temperature 583. It's pretty hot. It's Venusian 161 pressure. Yeah, you can't live there. You can't terraform that. But you can auto mine it. I mean, it's not very accessible. Look, all 0.1s. Quite a lot of stuff in and around. That one's got a good amount of bits and pieces there. We could potentially grab. What else are we looking at? A query looks barren to me. 103 SETI. Still a lot of surveying to do, but nowhere to live. FN was barren, but our staging post for the battle is in here. Yeah, we could. It's got a population. Hold on. 100 SETI. Who's living here? Well, I better not take away the infrastructure that we found here then. Well, it looks like some of the original people have decided to come out of the woodwork and start living here. This is a turn up. Didn't expect this. Protection required 0, actual 18. Occupation required actual police strength. Yep. Unrest reduction, a lot of percentage. There are people here. There are people here, and I didn't know that there were people here. What are they? They are they're people, I think. Don't think they're Earthlings. Current infrastructure is 160. Infrastructure 1 million. Supported population 0.89 of a million. It's gonna be it. I mean, I don't think we're gonna live here. I don't think so anyway. For us to live here, it wouldn't take an awful lot. We had to get rid of the ammonia. Make it a breathable atmosphere. The temperature wouldn't be far off. But well, I didn't know they were there. But there's not a lot here. There's just 3 things, and not very accessible at that. So it's not a great candidate. It has got jump points. I mean, it's got 3 unexplored jump points. Maybe we explore those in the future. But yeah, Amiga again, barren. I think Zeta was barren as well. Yeah. So not a lot happening there either. That was a turn up, an interesting one. This is the only accessible one. The rest are fair distance away. To go there to mine. Don't know. We'll see. What else did I? Didn't really look at these yet. Let's check Kappa. You've got nothing to live on. Kruger. Oh, lots of asteroids we could live on. We could be asteroid people. We get 24 on that one, but that's it really. Casium. We need bigger numbers than these. That's a bigger number. Could we live there? That's tricky. That would be hard to live there. But yeah, I don't think anything else has got kind of numbers. Macacium, bit of geranium in and around, and gallicite. So yeah, Kruger had potential but didn't work out. Proxima Centauri, we could live here. That would be doable. We got a gas giant, so that's another tick. So fuel is available, but there's nothing else. There's nothing else there. So that's difficult. Lambda. Well, some serious amounts of minerals on those comets. I'll give you that. Nowhere to live though. Upsilon. What about that one? Let's have a look here. That's a colony cost that we could get behind. It's a bit warm, but I think doable. Big enough to do anything. Yep. What else have we got? We got fuel. Not a lot of fuel. 62,000. That's not a lot, is it? Got a moon. That's got a bit of macacium in it. And a comet. There's not a lot there, is there? Not a lot. I don't think we're finished surveying. Oops, didn't mean to double click that time. We pretty much are. Moons and asteroids, 26, none. What does that tell you? It's oh, so that's surveyed and with stuff. No, I don't know what it is. Ideal and habitable range worlds 3 and 8. Okay, surveyed 600 and total. Oh, 600. There's a few still to look at, but not many. Not many. And you still got some gravitational. Oh yeah, no, you're fully looked at. You just got the graphs to look up, and this one has finished surveying completely. Just got 2 jump points. Hydri, just the gravitational places. Apparently we could live here, and we could survey it again to see if there's any better or more stuff. Temperature. Why is it in red? Why? Oh, that one's in red. Is it because it's really hot? I'm sure there were some others that were really hot. But this is yeah, that'd be doable. But there's nothing else here. A couple of unexplored jump points, and that's it. Andromedy, pretty much nothing. Decent amounts of stuff, reasonably accessible, but wouldn't sustain you for long. Still got quite a bit more surveying to do. There is a place that is livable, almost livable. Again, a little bit of a temperature adjustment required. We've got a couple of gas giants with a couple of 3 gas giants with stuff. Maybe one to look out for here, but that looks like it's potential to live there. And oxygen, nitrogen, just a bit cold. I don't know what the percentages are. Needs a bit more oxygen. And probably a bit more nitrogen to make it a bit more breathable, a bit more atmosphere, and needs to warm up a bit. So really, it's our existing places that we were talking about. Epsilon, Haldini, Bootis, and Wolf that we're interested in. Our scout probably needs to go check out the stuff behind Bootis at a bit of a priority. So where is my scout, and what are you doing? The last one, you're in Sol, orbiting. Well, let's get yourself to Bootis and see what's behind that gate, shall we? Go there. Go there. Oh, needs an intra jump to get there as well. There we go. Right, next thing. Wow, 18 minutes just to explain what we were looking at doing. Next thing is Terraformer. We are looking. So we got 27s and 42s. They're 2 different types of that we currently got, both outdated. The 27 can go to 279 kilometers, while the 42 can go significantly faster at 714 kilometers a second. But as you can see, even that's got quite an old engine now. So I'm pretty sure we can update this one. So if we copy class, and we will rename class. It's the Terraformer 58. We can update your armor straight away. 111,907. Knocked off a little bit, not a lot. It's got not much armor, 1 layer of it. So that's all. And these engines are probably not up to it anymore. So what it can do, 716 at 14 billion range. Engines. The commercial internal fusion. 52, so even that's pretty old. Add 2 of those again because they're 5,000, as was that engine. Yes, I know. I can't change it. Yeah, it's a 5,000. Believe me, it's Magneto Fusion 800. I've already obsoleted it, obviously. So we'll put those on. It now goes 1,118, which is significantly faster than the 27 variety. 14 billion. That's the same. 14 billion. So I don't think there's much else. I wonder whether we just add a thermal sensor. We can add this civilian one. I have checked. There's no upgrades on that one required. So there we go. That would probably be our new terraformer, and I think we should start building some of those. I know the build time is quite, well, it's not too bad. 0.7. I've seen worse. Commercial internal fusion drive engine. Have we got any of those in our stockpile? We got 7. Good. We built some of them. That's excellent news. So I think we should build some of these. So shipyard, our shipyard that can do these. That's the terraformers. Can you build into the survey fleet a terraformer 58? Nope. So retool for the terraformer 58. April of 58, and what are we now? February. Okay. So do that. Next thing, I think we were actually looking at our terraformers, which were these guys here and these guys here. And if you note, it's the terraformers Mars that we were going to send all the way over to Wolf to get to work on them. Notice we've got some 27s and some 42s, so we need to split off the 27s. There you go. Detach, and we'll call these the terraformers 27, and we'll rename these the terraformers 42. Now, have they got the same task? No. Have they still got that one? Yes. Okay, let's have a look at getting you to Wolf as well, just so we can see. So they both got the same jobs. That one will take 162 days, and that one take 413 days. So we'll get those terraformers going there. These terraformers 27 need to go somewhere a bit more local. So 413 days. How far is 100 days? That's a bit more local. So we'll get them down to there to get those sorted out. So Wolf is going to get some of the 42s, and Epsilon's going to get the 27s. Once they get there, they're exactly the same. Where are you? You're in Groombridge. I think Groombridge, if I'm not very much mistaken, is all sorted. Oh, we're still doing, yeah, we're doing the moon, aren't we? Trying to make the moon a little bit more habitable. Okay, we'll let you carry on. Are you at the moon? Yeah, you are. Good. Let's check what we're actually doing then, because at the moment we're adding heating. Is that what we want to do? Yeah, it's pretty cold. I don't think we're actually going to solve this problem But if we make it a bit warmer, it might reduce the colony cost from 8.9 to something a bit more sensible, because that is our problem at the moment for this place here. That is our problem. So terraforming is underway, being built. Ships are going to get built to send down some more to speed this up, and we're sending what we've got in that direction. That's a good point. So Groombridge, is there anything else planet-wise that we wanted to do here? So you've already stepped in and taken that. Not a lot I can do about that, is there? I don't think there is. You've already taken. It's got a lot of stuff, but it's not very accessible. What's this one? No, not that bothered. What about that one? That one we might want to 0.9 for that geranium. Vendorite, sorium, corundium. Let's make that a colony. Keep looking though. I want to see big numbers with pretty good accessibility. Big numbers, not so great on the accessibility. No. There was one there, that was 10,000 odd. It's not probably enough. Yep. So that one might be interesting. Big numbers, reasonable accessibility on some of these numbers. I think he stepped in with that 0.8 on the geranium, and a little bit of everything is probably going to do him some good. What did he step in for? 0.9 on the galasite, 0.8 on the geranium. Maybe that's what you're there for. Good. Okay, that's fine. So we've got the places where we don't need the scout to get there to have a look at what's behind Bootis. That's an important search, and I think everywhere else it's let's get the colony properly going at Wolf and Epsilon. We'll start making things a bit easier to live there, and then we'll start getting some hardware in there as well. That should be good. I think that'll do for this episode. We've got some good plans. We haven't hit the continue button even once. Let's just hit 5 seconds to get that out of the way. Haven't even hit the continue buttons even once. But we've got some good plans. We've designed a better ship and got a little bit of an expansion plan, albeit at the moment stuff just bolstering what we've already got. I think just shows that Past Me did a pretty good job at picking those places to start living. Let's get them going properly. Let's start getting the places looking to be terraformed and see whether we can get ourselves and a bit more hardware there, some deep space tracking things, maybe some refueling things there, so we can actually move the stuff, the fuel from the gas giants and the harvesters there directly onto the planet's surface, so that we can then use that as a proper hub, not just a fleet that we refuel from en route, and then see whether we can then bring in maybe even some factories and start expanding them rather than using Earth as our constant hub. It might be time to start stretching a bit further, and maybe places like Epsilon, maybe places like Wolf will start to get minerals brought into them, and factories brought into them, and then they can start producing their own things. Maybe you can get some slipways to do some more maintenance, or even building some of the fleets. And we'll see how we get on. Thanks for watching. Remember, leave a comment, let me know how you're getting on. Bye bye.